God bless you and thank you.
Well, the dignitaries out of the pitch are the Honourable Minister Harris Bulunga of Sport, the President of the EFA, Mr. Peter Smelani, of course, the COSAFA Chairman, Organising Committee, Mr. Timothy Shongwe, that are out there, of course, going through the formalities in meeting the players. Then and the meet and greet will see this as maybe a bit of a nervous moment for the players to be able to calm down here. As Botswana are led out there by the captain, who of course will be looking to have a good showing here for Sean to run. The Botswana captain wearing the number 20 on his back. These are formalities, of course, many of these youngsters will be hoping to experience many times going forward in their careers, meaning they'll either be making the national team on many occasions and going through moments such as this, or of course be going through to play some big games, finals, that will have dignitaries coming through for formalities of this nature. Now, the refereeing team, of course, will have Osaise Koto of Lesotho, assisted by Kamusi Masani from South Africa, as well as Tanisin Rabelo Mandimbi of Madagascar. The fourth official, Willem Aikungu from Namibia. Now for the host nation, Eswatini, and their chance for their players, of course, to meet the dignitaries here, led, of course, by the captain of the Eswatini under-20 national team, Spepelo Piliso. And he, along with his teammates, will be looking for a very good showing here. And they'll hope it starts with the beating of Botswana, and a result that may very well go on to take a lot of pressure off this Eswatini team. Now, let's get ready for the start of the national anthems as we get closer to the action getting underway.
The national anthem, starting with Botswana. And now, the national anthem of Eswatini.
crowd cheers coming out of the stands then as the few that have turned out here to support the host that get this championship underway are hoping the young men in blue will, of course, do a good job in trying to not only host a successful championship, but hopefully get their fingers on the trophy at the end of it all as they hope to be crowned champions of the COSAFA region and, of course, qualify for the Total Energies Under 20 AFCON to be hosted out in Egypt come the year 2023. So a lot to play for, not only for Eswatini, but for Botswana as well. Keep in mind that these sides in Group B, what is a, or Group A, I should say, in what is a tough group with the likes of Zambia and Mauritius rounding up this group. We will have Group B and Group C action taking place tomorrow. On this, the opening day, the focus very much on Group A. So the referee here from Lesotho will be hoping to have a good showing along with his assistants and fourth official as well. And for both the nations of Botswana and Eswatini, the moment of truth very much upon them here. Keep in mind, as a host for Eswatini, it's crucial for that they get out of the group stages. Both these nations have met on a few occasions in the past. Well, Eswatini did beat Botswana 2-0 6 years ago in a 1-0 win that saw them come up with their first win. That was their first win between 2004 up to 2016. So for Eswatini, the team in blue out there is now to the right of your picture. That, of course, is a good memory for them. They lost to Botswana, of course, in 2020, with Botswana, the team in white, having won the last encounter between these two sides. So for Eswatini, they best finished third way back in 1985 when they were hosts. And the last time out of the group stage was back in 2002 when they went on to lose 2-1 to South Africa in the quarterfinals. It is Botswana attacking to the right of your picture in the white, Eswatini attacking the left in the blue with a touch of red. So it'll be interesting to see how these sides, of course, go at it against one another here. Choosing not to hold on then. The Eswatini number one, Kakula. Kakula, I should say. These may be nations that may not be seen as the favorites to get out of this particular group, like with Zambia. In this group, the most successful nation in the COSAFA region at under 20 level. So it need be said for both Eswatini and Botswana. First, they'll have noted Zambia's demolition job of Mauritius earlier on in the day. And if you haven't kept up with the scores from earlier on today, Zambia did beat Mauritius with a 3-0 scoreline. Now, Eswatini working it out wide in, trying to get it into a shooting position. They're hoping for a penalty. We've already seen a penalty earlier today go the way of the Zambians in scoring the first goal of these championships. For Botswana, they have qualified for the knockout stages twice in 23 years. The third place finishes of 2009 and 2011 mean they did get up to the semi-finals on both those occasions. Right, they've never qualified for the under 20 AFCON. Here they are pushing forward, Botswana. Nice little move there to try and buy some time and space. Good footwork here by the big young man, Haola, wearing the number 11 on his back. The shot that eventually came in was actually dealt with by the Eswatini defense. Botswana have over the years proven themselves to be a nation that has improved, and I think the same can be said for Eswatini at senior national team level. There has been over the last 10-15 years an improvement by a good number of the nations in the southern tip of the continent. The likes of Eswatini, Botswana, who've done well enough to qualify for and AFCON from an Eswatini point of view. You can see some of the local sides and their feats in the Champions League or Confederations Cup on the continent. Things have been moving in the right direction for football in this part of the continent. Nice touches from Makaulo, wearing that number 11 jersey for Botswana. Involved once again, 50 footwork, ball into the far side. That's what you need a couple of touches to get it clear. Good block, good pressure. Botswana looking to the host a thing or two to think about here in the very early stages here, as they try and ride the early wave in a momentum. Defending champions at under 20 level here in the COSAFA region are Mozambique. They are present in here to defend their championship, if you will. Currently in the Group B with the likes of Angola, Seychelles, and Lesotho. Again, Mozambique maybe seen as favourites in that group, but they will have a tough going against the likes of Angola in competing for that number one spot, whilst Seychelles and Lesotho will be hoping to come up with an upset or two. Of course, if you're wondering, Namibia is another nation that's shown great improvement over the years in the COSAFA region. And they are in Group C against South Africa, Comoros, and Malawi. And that's another tough group in Namibia, South Africa, and Malawi, possibly vying for the number one spot. Now, Eswatini here. Forced all the way back. Paulo applying pressure, forcing Magakula to go long here. That's good work to get the head of the defender. The ball in. This is on the near post. Clearance didn't get too much distance, so they throw in the goal to the home nation. Another ball played in, comfortable for the keeper to pick up. Posipula, wearing the number 23 on his back, is the man between the sticks for Botswana. Plays for one of those teams that many would have heard of course, in the southern part of or Africa, I should say, Township Rollers. Nice little touch in field, yeah. Again, Botswana looking to have a few players that could technically present a problem or two for Eswatini. The ball in after good work on this near side. That's superb goalkeeping. Kept his eye on the ball, did Magakola, took flight, and his handling was absolutely top notch once he took a bit of a thud in the landing. The felt the effects of that. Plays his football for Klume Peacemakers. There's the young man who's currently in need of some attention. For Eswatini, as the host nation, did have a chance most recently to see, in fact, both these nations out training ahead of this opening match. Once their coaches kind enough to, of course, pass a word or two and give their thoughts on the impressions. Good crowd out here in this main grandstand. The weather is a bit of a talking point. It was extremely hot over the last couple of days down here in Eswatini. Today, one of those days that's overcast a bit, and there's a bit of a wind to go with that. It's cool temperatures quite a bit here, and make things interesting, especially on this artificial turf. Players will be grateful for that the turf is not quite as hot as it can be. Nice play then with the ball over to that far side. I do believe that was a shot come cross in the end from Kaulo. Or back in. Out for the corner. So Botswana, if you're just joining us, have had a really decent start to this game. Spent a bit of time here in and around the opposition final third, get themselves a corner, in swinger. Well, I hope to pick out one of the men in white. Botswana, hopefully, got started once again. Tamakapu has done a good job at dealing with the incoming ball, especially when one considers the traffic that was around it. The ball, defender, happy to allow it to run onto the goalkeeper. Again, it's Botswana looking to ask questions of that Eswatini defense. One player that had some rather interesting touches in these early stages is Haolo. Here he is on the ball, again looking to find the right angle, played into the path then of Tolwe. He's a strike partner. Interesting looking at what's proposed as the Botswana setup here. 5 at the back. We'll have 3 in midfield. Or 3 at the back, 5 in midfield, I beg your pardon. As well as the 2 up front being Kaulo and Tolwe, with the numbers 11 and number 9. So Eswatini with the set piece here, having had a very few moments to get into the opposition final third inside the opening 10 minutes. That's planned straight into the head of Inosa, who's gone to ground following the ball crashing into him. Well, as was to be expected, he didn't stay down for too long then. He'll be able to continue with the game. The good sign is that he is walking off, just shaking up. Yeah. Well, it would have felt like a punch to the back of the head. Again, nice touches from the youngster Kaulo wearing the number 11 jersey. Well, there's a chance to, of course, represent your national team and ensure that you do a good job in an effort to see your national team at under 20 level reach new heights. Of course, go out to possibly play against the very best Africa has to offer in Egypt, but on top of that, we'll be looking to develop as they play the very best in the region. And they'll be mindful of the fact that there may be a few scouts around here that may be looking to pick out some fresh young talent at under 20 level. Even though it could be a big contract or a big move awaiting one or two of the youngsters here. And we'll be very much aware of the fact that these championships provide a chance to impress some of the best of the region, if not the continent, watching. Being clubs. That decision will go the way of Botswana with a foul on Inosa. Muchecha to take the set piece here for Botswana. Lucilla Muchecha. That's from United FC. It's given that a lot of air. Battle on in the air, won by the young men in blue, that being Eswatini. Now, nicely handled by the captain under a tremendous amount of pressure with 2 or 3 sitting upon him. So if you're joining us here, 12 minutes in, no clear-cut opportunities just yet for either Eswatini or Botswana. Have to touch going on field then. Again, Eswatini is struggling in open play to get it into the opposition final third. Makakula getting good distance on this clearance. Very nearly setting a teammate free here on the steer side. So back in 2020, for Botswana, the young men in white group stage is how far they got. The same goes for 2019 and 2018. They did not enter. Back in 2017, then the group stages again in 2016 and 13, third in 2011, third in 2009. Between that and 2010, only got as far as the group stages. Again, they've never qualified for the under 20 championships. That's being the Total Energies under 20 AFCON that they've never qualified for. Pressure. Last touch off of a man in white, so it will be an Eswatini ball. Offering themselves a few set pieces here, Eswatini, and a chance to maybe launch one towards the box here for the captain in an effort to make something happen. Biliso going short this time. Again, good pressure applied by that young man. How that's the ball. Chance now to get in the box. Numbers getting in there. The ball in is good, and the touch is a defensive one that turns into an own goal. Terribly unlucky for Botswana, and just what Eswatini needed. Uswenyane, the man with the own goal, the home support overjoyed with it. It's the first time they've gotten into that final third in open play. The ball in was good, and it did enough to have defenders running in, facing their own goal. And at that point, anything can happen. And the unfortunate young man is Muswenyane. His teammates doing their bits to get his spirits back up. Home support. Loving the way things have started here. And how Eswatini really with their first meaningful attack have gone on to open the scoring after 15 minutes. Well, just what they needed to get their confidence up, knowing the importance of the first game, and the need to not only register that win for Eswatini, but get the locals behind them as the hosts and believing in them. Can't be understated how important the win here today against Botswana will be. Anything less than that may present a bit of pressure that may befall this host nation. Now, Botswana looking for a response. That's good work. Good work defensively. Nice and strong the challenge, and went on to win a foul of his own then. Dlamini was dropping back to assist defensively. All set piece duties inside the Eswatini bog or half to be taken by Peace with the captain. No, don't go forward. And Eswatini did have three. Looking on the edge of that final third is picked up here by Botswana. So they look for width on that far side, but that pass was lacking in quality. It's Eswatini that push forward and through the right back strong way. Battle in the air. The problem, Mavuso, I think is the man that's gone down and stayed down here under the
Eswatini, just 14. Score.
Challenge.
Eswatini
won't stay down for too long here.
Botswana.
Eswatini can have themselves a set piece and a chance to extend their lead. Well, it was Botswana that had the early going in this match. If you are just joining us, they looked the side that had settled, was playing the good football. Eswatini was struggling to get it together going into the opposition of the field. Then in their first meaningful attack, they found a goal, and here they are with another good ball played into the box, needed to be dealt with by Botswana. They did a good job in that regard. So that's what they can't keep the men in white under pressure. So looking for the quick transition here. Botswana. Well, inside his opening 20, we've seen a nice pace to this game here, played by both these sides as they look to get the better of one another. Speaking to the Eswatini coach a couple of days ago, I've been producing Momano to point out that they were disrupted by the fact that some of the youngsters and some of the key players in the squad were, of course, not available to train over the last couple of days. Reason being that they were having exams to deal with. So whilst they were with the team last week, they had to be away this week in the early stages to deal with exams. They would have come back with the team yesterday, and he hoped it wouldn't have unsettled the team too much. Then a few of the players would have had to go off for exams. Here they are, leading by a goal to nil, looking for yet another. In-swinger coming in here, needed quality. Good numbers in the past. Disappointing attempt to get the ball in there. Just a two-man wall. That did the job. Now, Eswatini with it from the back. Piliso, early ball forward, then played into no man's land. Will be comfortable here for Hosipula. So unfortunate to have conceded the goal in the fashion that he did. This is interesting, is that Botswana haven't quite looked the same since conceding that goal, and they could have some trouble coming their way here. Good pace in a trying and keeping this alive. That should have been kept alive then. It's as though he had gotten there quite comfortably, but yeah, maybe the fancy touch, the reason why the ball rolled over the line. You got the cloud cover, plus the wind has really helped cool matters down out on that field. The groundsmen and the women were, rightfully enough, in an effort to keep the surface as cool as possible, which is the case when it comes to artificial grass, to spray the grounds here, spray the field with some sprinklers between the two games from earlier. This one was about an hour and a half between the end of the last game and the start of this one. So the sprinkling of the surface, including the conditions as they are now, should make for a nice cool experience out there for the players. Nothing like the heat they would have experienced training day before yesterday and yesterday. That's a good ball out wide. Now, Botswana looking for the equalizer. Ball in. Superbly defended then by Piliso. Now, that was an opportunity to get the ball moving on this near side, and in the end, I think a bit of a misjudgment of the bounce. They have led to some discomfort for Piliso with the ball striking him below the belt. It shouldn't be too long until the youngster is able to continue, but he will leave the field for a short moment. Qualified, I believe it is. So for the Botswana coach, Patrick Koa, a bit of a word with his team. He also, in the days leading up to this opening match, spoke of the need to do well here for Botswana, and the fact that the goal is not just to excel here to these COSAFA championships, but to get to Egypt come 2023. And to get there, they need to be one of the two finalists in this competition, of course. Mentioned time and again how important it is for his side to do well here, try and bring positivity amongst the people of Botswana. It is the thing about football we hear about quite a bit on the continent. I remember my first AFCON experience back in 2006 out in Egypt. Many of the Ivorian journalists from Cote d'Ivoire that were mentioning how what was a country at the time that was in wartime, civil war, needed a good showing from a young, talented generation of Ivorian players, and that the likes of Didier Drogba and Toure, the Toure brothers, were breaking through to the squad then as well to do well in order to bring happiness and possibly peace amongst the people of Cote d'Ivoire. Got to the final, lost to Egypt, and it was the beginning of a change in that part of the continent. So, a lot of the time, sport is seen, and football on the continent mostly, as a way to please the locals and get them to escape the daily stresses. Crowd that's come out here. So, midway point of the first half, it's Eswatini there to lead through an own goal scored by Botswana. Botswana that look to build from the back then. They run with the early ball forward. No problems for Kakula leaving his line then. Opting to go for safety first, allowing his team to get numbers behind the ball and regroup. Now, Eswatini looking to work it upfield through Fakote. Don't get much distance on that. Nicely done. Beautifully done. Then looking to the 1-2 point, but they're not playing with his back to goal. Then it's a young man, Howler, again with a lovely little chest trap down to his teammate. Just the run early with the ball in. Then numbers back. Do a good job defensively here for this Eswatini team. In the infield in. Dlamini weighing the number 12 on his back. Nice touch in the middle of the park, but outnumbered by men in white. No foul call there. All legal. Botswana went it back and immediately looked to Paolo to try and make things happen, pushing forward. Good work by whose performance has stood out so far in these early stages. Pleased with the captain of Eswatini. Plays for Lutzer Killers. Does Pepelo Tuliso. Now, Eswatini again looking to extend their lead. That was a good ball. It was exceptionally well read defensively. Now the shot coming in. A bit of a bounce in front of the keeper, but no problems then for Posibula. Now, he's the place been held up. There is a player in Botswana colours that's in a bit of pain and in need of some attention. distance. They are happy with the ball. They're not sure what the reason is for the hold up here. Wondering if it is a problem with the left arm. It's outstretched as the players led off the field. Landing. It could have harmed the joints. Well, they won't have any problems understanding each other. Osiasegoto from Lesotho, of course, and the young goalkeeper from Botswana, Kosipula. Those two languages are very similar. You understand one, you very much can hear and almost understand. The other way is very similar with Afrikaans and Dutch, or with Xhosa and Zulu. Now, hard running here with the shot again. Just going to trouble. Kosipula. Botswana and Pedi, another language, or other languages, I should say, those that speak both can very much hear and possibly understand a lot of what's being said by the others. Some changes here and there, but there are similarities in the language. You can bunch those two in with Sotho as well. In fact, when it's Eswatini, I say it's one of the language they could very well understand or should. Speaking their language shouldn't be difficult to hear or understand a fair bit of Eswatini, Xhosa as well. Now, half an hour's gone here in this important group encounter. The Eswatini leading Botswana by a goal to nil. As things stand, keep in mind it is the Zambians that will be smiling at the results. Goal difference, they are still sitting at the top of the group. So for Eswatini, at the end of the day, to stand the chance to sit top of the group, they have to at the very least score 3 with no reply, which is what the Zambians were able to do earlier on in the day in the opening game against Mauritius. Ball into that near post, and the keeper struggles to deal with it. In the end, it's gone in, I suspect, right from the corner. Could be an own goal. And we could have a situation where it's a couple of own goals here, as the scoreline is at 1-1. So, or celebrating and hugging, you won't believe this. Usonyane, the man that scored the own goal, is the man that took the corner. I do believe that led to either a goal directly or another own goal. So his teammates were getting his spirits up not too long ago when he was downtrodden, having scored the own goal. Nothing works better than being involved in the equalizing goal, as is the case for Musonyane. So, interesting. Musonyane scores an own goal, takes the corner, it ends up in the back of the net for Botswana. He's the only player that's been involved in goals so far in this match, scored on either side of the field. And, well, that's an interesting turnaround in this match. Botswana getting exactly what they needed, which was the equalizing goal. Go to the face thing. Not for the first time in this first half. You see a player from either side taking one to the face and going to ground. over the years, we've gotten used to the referees and their communication systems, if you will, as have they. Something that has helped improve the art of refereeing over the years. Well, there have been some technological improvements over the years. That was one step some years ago. Then, in the years that followed, we have had the biggest step in the technological improvements of the art of refereeing, that being, of course, VAR, which we are now enjoying on the continent at CAF level. Now, Botswana pushing forward again and looking for the lead for the first time in this match. Putting together some nice touches with the toilet involved. Space out on that far side. Sonyani with the ball in. Bounces at the box, up with here by Eswatini. The chances defensively then is Mucheza in the defense. Here he is, the man rated here, number 2 on his back here. Plays for Niku United, FC back home in Botswana. Hopeful shot from a long way out, won't cause any problems whatsoever. So going into the last 10 minutes of this first half, it's quite a story. It involves one player in particular, Sunyani, scored an own goal. Then some time later in the half, went on to take a corner. I do believe may have come off the keeper back into the back of the net. Maybe a couple of own goals involving Sunyani, or could be credited with both goals. We'll have to wait and see. Now, Eswatini, the transition then, that's superbly read by Affiliated. Well, I thought his timing was on the money. In fact, it wasn't, so he's gone into the referee's book with that challenge where he went through the man clearly to get to the ball. Well, they were overjoyed when the hosts took the lead through that own goal earlier on in the half. The response from Botswana would have calmed them down just a bit, but they'll be hoping here that there will be more positivity before the end of this first half for Eswatini to go back into the lead. Of course, those that support Botswana will be hoping it's Botswana that scored the next goal here in this encounter. Yaganold out in the stands. Haven't been too many clear-cut opportunities for them to enjoy so far in this match. Best chances we've seen are the goals that have been scored, one an own goal, and possibly 2 own goals. Now, early ball forward then, and AFCON very nearly getting on to the end of that ball then, really making the movement. Osipula was comfortable with the pickup. Sunyan with the ball forward. That's good work on the far side to put it back in the good area here. Now, pace needed. Well, pace and strength coming to the fore from Affiliated. Approaching the last 5 of this first half. It's good to stay this way. Of course, one nation that would be happy with this result. In fact, I can think of two. One would be Zambia. The other would be Mauritius, who lost to Zambia earlier on in the day. Keep in mind of the three groups, the three winners of each group, including the one second place finisher, to push on to the semi-finals. Now, all across, and there's a chance for Eswatini. Hit with the outside of the boots, so always curling away from goal. Just a good moment. It was a good build-up. Nothing for them, but it will serve as a source of encouragement. I mean, with the opportunity for Eswatini. Plays for Black Swallows. The man who's had the last shot today here for the host nation. Here is Lamini again. Again, doing a good job at playing with his back to goal. Then is Paolo. It's good true for a big man. Very skillful. Nice with the ball in his feet. Lanky type player. There's the man wearing the number 11 on his back. Okay, I'm coming, okay. What coming that is. Listen, the width of the field. Eswatini as they push forward here. It's Admiral Toyak on the far side. In trying to get in behind the corner defense. Paolo again, into it this time. Here he is with that footwork I spoke of earlier. Nearly showed too much to the defender. Good strong play defensively on that occasion. Yeah, Eswatini. It was with the solid play operating outside wide in the right back position. So, last 5 minutes of this first half. Will either one of these two nations be able to take the lead into the half-time break is the big question. Will we have a goal that is not viewed as an own goal by the end of the half is the big question. First goal, no doubt, an own goal. Second one, well, we'll still have to see who's credited for it. If it's the same man that scored the first own goal, or if it's an own goal against Eswatini. Now, it's a piece for Eswatini. Take it quickly, that's a good ball. Good movement by Lamini. Down the line, ball in. Finds it's a recipient. Then the Botswana defense stands strong. And we've seen little of so far in these early exchanges is Tole is a very little service from a Botswana point of view. Moving is Tero wearing the number 13 jersey. Have to run. Let's play the little kicking ball on top then. Interesting when you look at both these nations, and as far as their senior teams in the COSAFA Championships and how they've done the senior men's teams, that is. Movement up on the far side, and again the ball played in. Comfortably dealt with defensively. Will be 3 minutes added on to this first half. We have had a good few stoppages. Now, it's offside against Lamini. So, Eswatini with the latest attack has come to nothing. As mentioned, Zambia have in the senior men's championships really stood out as a nation that has enjoyed the last couple of years, winning it twice over the last 2 years. When you look at Eswatini, for instance, up until 2022, 21 games are played, or 21 times they've taken part in the COSAFA Championships and played 53, 120, 116, and then that's 17. Now, here is Eswatini pushing forward here on this near side. Dlamini outside of the boots, plus come shot. And what is a disappointing delivery then, would have let down a couple of his teammates in good positions. Needed a left-footed cross. One, I would think that ball in. Now, Eswatini again. Nice skill, good movement on the far side. The angle of the ball, not asking too much, is it? Keeper came out, made himself big, and in the end, it's narrowly wide for the host nation. Great chance created then. Good movement of the ball as well. And Gabule, the man that's come close to putting Eswatini back into the lead. Plays for Magayani United. There's Gabule.
Additional time is 3 minutes.
Well, neither one of these two nations are looking to make a mistake that'll see them trailing going into the halftime break. It's Eswatini that's had the positive moments of late, pushing forward in the open play. It's one of taking no chances defensively. Happy to just pull out for the throw-in. Eswatini, they won't mind those throw-ins. They've gotten them closer and closer into their final third. Not too much time remaining at the end of this first half in the way of time added on by the referee. Remember, there were 3 minutes to be added on. The problem for Botswana is their goalkeeper. Is a man that's gone down off the ball in some discomfort. Well, he is a goalkeeper, so they will allow him as much time as he needs to determine whether he will be able to continue with the game or not. That the man between the sticks for Botswana. I have mentioned a little bit earlier, but it's worth mentioning again. In recent times, there have been wins for Eswatini and Botswana against one another over the last couple of years. 2016 was the win for Eswatini. It was an important one, as they hadn't won a match in these championships between 2004 and 2016, so the win over Botswana ended that long wait. Corner, yeah. Chance for the positive ending to the half that Eswatini fans are so yearn. Far posts they come forward. In the end, his defense was able to get it clear. Little touch from Tehran. Forward once again here. Could be a counter attack on here for the Botswanas, but for some good goalkeeping then from Makakula. Read the danger, came out in a flash to leave his line. Well, end of the first half in this Group A encounter at the Total Energies Under 20 AFCON Egypt 2023 COSAFA qualifying match. And well, they saw Eswatini going to the lead first through an own goal from Musonyani. Then it was Musonyani who was involved in a corner that was taken and went directly to the back of the net via a touch, I do suspect, of the keeper. May very well be an own goal from Makakula as well. We'll see who's credited to. But, well, Sonyani was definitely the talking point from the first half, involved with goals on either side of the field, and could have scored an own goal and be credited with a goal scored as well for Botswana. Interesting first half here. I'm separating Swaziland and Botswana. It is Eswatini.
Globally, 85% of infertility is because of infections, typically the chlamydia and the gonorrhea.
Your time is up. Thank you so much.
Since I've been mentioned, I can react to what comment in the just.
Yes, I haven't finished my point.
Remember,
no, I haven't finished my point so that my brother can.
Does the Patriotic Front know the kind of damage they have done to our economy and to our country? I do not.
The alleged abduction of Pamela Kisupa, and this case has really kept us on our toes. And in as much as
nobody has been acquitted from this new dawn administration cases that have been started. There's nobody that has been acquitted. Okay?
CJ, foreplay. I'm not talking about jump and begin acting like a kangaroo. No, foreplay. Many of us as Africans, we lack this virtue. This is not there.
Yeah, the time twaje ku Malabo. What's about the first game twale tena wa Senegal. I think what it is underrated because even the warm up, you can see the way they are doing warm up. But munagati bora na wawina kade nyoko.
Oh, it's actually good if you start creating competition in the team. If you don't create competition, then you will have a problem. Who to replace when one is injured?
I think the names people have been calling me, I accepted them and I welcomed them. But what I would prefer being called as a nickname, I would prefer being called Sambalung.
Ubuntu means humbleness. Ubuntu means humility. Ubuntu means love.
Now, goal kick it will be here to Eswatini against the wind. So taking the goal kicks is the captain, Piliso. No changes to the starting 11 from the first half for both Eswatini and Botswana. Same 11s that started the match come out to start the second half. Botswana now have it out wide on the clear side, working in infield and looking for the 1-2. Eswatini with Lamini operating out wide, going forward on this near side, getting the throw in for his side. Taken quickly as well, there are appeals for handball, nothing coming from the officials. Eswatini themselves will feel they could have or should have possibly had a foul. Now, for Eswatini, Ngambule out on their far side, runs into trouble. The pace, happy pace shown here from Sekwai. One in the box for the time being, so Botswana will hold it up. Sekwai again, got the ball in. This time they've got 3 in there. Well defended by the Eswatini youngsters. This Lamini with space to turn. Looking down the line then. That's one here. Involving Mavuso. The ball out to that far side. Now Ngambule. Well, they're getting excited out in the stands. They'll be disappointed with that final product. Possible. Many from Eswatini will feel should have at the very least made a save with the last attempt. Ngambule not really convincing once the ball left his boot. Again, another long ball looking for Mavuso in attack. And in the air then by Philidze. Well, Mavuso is the man that's down here. Will be able to continue. No real injury. I think his shoelaces are the source of concern. So once they are done up, we will be able to continue with this game. It will be a free kick. Run it is with the strike. Well wide of the mark. The strike from the captain. Plays for Notwani FC back home. So here is Piliso. Again, to get the ball upfield. Yeah, that's a good ball from Ngambule. There's the place on the far side. He's gone for the strike. And this time brought out a good save, a standing save from Courtesy Pule. Now, outswinger. Good piece of play then from Eswatini. Seeing more of Mavuso and the rest of Ngambule coming into the game. Lamini as well from the host nation. Started this second half superbly, creating a couple of good moments. That's a good first touch. Good movement by Lamini on this near side. Early with the ball then. Ngambule had come infield then, so that flew over his head. There's Botswana now looks good going forward. Sekwai finding Musorian. Possible early with the ball forward. Then no worries for Eswatini defensively. The run. midfield battle on. He's having a good game here. Is Sigwai in the second half for Botswana. So Nyan. Early ball forward. Mavuso. Someone to keep it moving. Now, the trust is on here. Kabule offside. Watching the line. They should be doing a much better job than after a good pass to try and send it free. Came through from Kumalo, wearing the number 19 on his back. Sigwai. Well, again, what is interesting is seeing, let's say, we'll settle this one to decide going forward here in the second half against the win. Come on. And there's the one thing they need to be careful of. Botswana here in the second half. There are quite a few of those, even from a dead ball situation, that have been overcooked thanks to, or no thanks to the wind pushing the ball on. So they need to be wary of that. To Botswana as they push on here in the efforts to try and grab the lead for the first time in this match. Now, Jamini couldn't find Mavuso, but he picks up the pieces. There's the striker for Eswatini shaping up for the shots. The bounce right in front of Hosikule, who done a good job of getting his body behind the ball. Paulo is the man injured out to the far side. Shouldn't be down for too long. Just looking at Botswana and their senior team's participation in the COSAFA Cup. And 21 appearances, 51 wins, or 51 games, 15 wins, 17 draws, and 19 losses. The senior team has been Botswana on a couple of occasions, been runners-up, and that was in 2016 and 2019. Fourth place finishes in 2015. Looking at Eswatini, twice. Third place finishes in 2016 and 2021. Semi-finalists 1999, 02 and 03. Excellent touch. Movement was positive on the far side from Gambule. Good work from Botswana to deal with the danger. Frustrating half. I do believe you have the body language of Kaulo in your pictures. Anything to go by just a moment ago. Started the game off well, playing with his back to goal, holding it up, and in this second half, they were trying to play the head of him for him to run onto. Hasn't quite worked out for them at all. It's being Botswana. Now, set piece here to Eswatini. It is a young Shongwe who stands over it. Plays for Zigizini Hospitals, plays the ball in. Botswana able to deal with it. Can get to appreciate what Kaulo can do, playing with his back to goal. Then they've looking for him with the clearance, his header, looking for the movement infield. Late challenge will present a set piece to Botswana here in the central areas, and it will be a yellow card as well. Shown to Kunene of Eswatini. Handle the match well. The man from Lesotho, Usia Sekoto. Well, there was a time when those were extremely popular. But some 12 years ago, fact, around 2008, 9, and 2010, and the few years that followed that, those were all over the place. Dare I say worldwide? Vuvuzelas, what I'm talking about? Seeing less and less of them these days, hearing less and less of them. What is interesting is listening to games from back in the day, around the 2009 and 2010 World Cup, 2009 FIFA Confederations Cup. You can just identify those games from the buzzing sounds of the vuvuzelas in the background. Now, opening forward by Sigwai, finding Paolo, good movement of the ball here. There's Appeal. Now looks to work it in field here. Ran into trouble, however. They to rescue it. There's a third run. Sigwai. Now, coming into it back here for Eswatini. Immediately looking for Mavuso, who's run into trouble with Mucheja. The challenge. Sigwai. Both these sides struggling to hold on to the ball for the time being. Eswatini do look good when they are working out to their far side with Kambule in field here. Could be an angle for the shots. Certainly was an angle. Now moments to uphold on here and of encouragement for Eswatini with 65 minutes gone by. There, with that last shot that flew well high off the mark. Certainly have looked the most menacing of these two sides in this half of Eswatini. Could have done a better job at avoiding the corner. Well, it does feel, however, and for Botswana, a good delivery could lead to something positive here. So Yannick has seen one of his corners end up in the back of the net. Another in swinger. It's the near post. Keeper doesn't know. Oh, no, it's a lovely opportunity. Lost it over by Sigwai, who never got over it. Keeper claims he's injured. Thought there should have been a foul in there. And while he is bleeding from the mouth in, so there certainly was contact on the keeper Makakona. That's amongst those battling for the ball on the near post then, and well, the player allowed to continue. Botswana will feel they had a lovely opportunity then that fell to Sigwai to go into the lead for the first time in this encounter. He needed to keep his composure. Sigwai had more time than I think he realized as he rushed that shot. Well, to keep it down again, not for the first time in this match, they'll allow him as much time as he needs to gather himself. The youngsters that would have gone to school and possibly missed the first match that kicked off around midday. What they have to do, if they come out of school in time to catch the all-important one, where they're concerned, the host nation battling here against Botswana. Those that arrived here at the early stage of the second half, they would have enjoyed how this game has gone on for the host nation. I mean, the second half especially, much better for them. Well, many of the VIPs that are sitting watching on then. It's been a good start to the Total Energies under 20 AFCON Egypt 2023 COSAFA qualifiers. Well, Makakula still down. The reason the game has been held up, if you are just joining us here, the goalkeeper for Eswatini, defending a corner on the near posts, clashed into a few of the opponents and possibly his own, bleeding from the mouth. So they having to make sure the bleeding has stopped before we can continue with the game. In the meantime, Eswatini will be looking to make their first change. Waiting to come on is Puliswa Dube, plays for FC Navarra.
Substitution by Eswatini.
The change can be made now for Eswatini. Lengetwa is the man that will be making way. And Puliswa Dube will be coming on in his place. The Navarra man will come into the holding midfield position. It was occupied by Ntlengetswa. And well, good news for Eswatini is that Makakula, who has had a good game up to this point, will be able to continue with the game. Bleeding has been stopped. The blood that was on the surface there, where he had laid before, has been taken care of as well. So with just under 20 minutes remaining in this encounter, still plenty of time on the clock here for Eswatini or Botswana to go out and get as perfect a start as possible to this encounter. That's turned in as trying to push forward here. Lovely little pass. It's a superb opportunity. And in the end, it's one pass too many. Not taking the chance to pull the trigger then for Botswana. What's all? Yeah, look to keep or pass on the responsibility. Now, let's take by Dlamini on the move. Super challenge. All time challenge then by Musonyani. Right next to the near side official. We saw no problems with that challenge. And ball. Sigwai. Court late. Referee had allowed play to continue to see whether Botswana would keep the advantage. As soon as they lost the ball, then brought the play back to where Sigwai was injured. Nicely done by Kaolo. Early ball forward then. So midfield for Botswana, but for some good work defensively from Eswatini Fakutse. It is with the early ball forward. Now, this is when they look at threat, when they've got runners left and right. So they go right with Dlamini. And again, another wild-time challenge. Concedes the throw-in. Zonyani was the man who not only won it back but had that challenge initially. Here he is again. Oh, Makakula is perfectly able to continue with the game. Mobile, vocal, and having no problems whatsoever. Come in. Kabule made his running field in. Mavuso with a little touch, and it's Musunyani who gets it clear. What story it would be for Musunyani if he was to go out to win the Man of the Match award, having scored an own goal and be involved in the creation of another, if not scored himself. Good work defensively by police, the Eswatini captain. Well, Eswatini have given it away quite cheaply. The shot that follows that mistake won't punish them for the error. Good battle on between these two sides. There's a bit of ping pong trying to get the advantage. Good challenge. That's what Dini trying to keep Botswana on the back foot. Kabule has a pace. Unfortunately for him, same can be said for Tiro. Came with a timely challenge then. Did Botswana Tiro plays for, in fact, doesn't have a club that he's attached to, so he's done a good job of getting into this Botswana the 20 squad. He'll be looking to impress to find a club for himself. Now, good movement on the far side here. The pace coming from Sigwai as runners. Gordon isn't bad, and the error then from Kaolo trying to lay it on for a teammate. Kabati is the man putting in the shift out to that far side for Eswatini. Had dropped back nicely to win the ball back up to that left back position. Early ball forward, they are looking for Gambule. Battle continues for him against Shawwet. Early ball forward, they have found him. Hey! Struck it too straight at Hosipula. Well, still, the better moments in this half go the way of Eswatini, and a better finishing, more composed finishing from them. May have seen them going to the lead here. Theron to Sigwai. He is having a good half for Botswana and Sigwai. As the commentator says that, the curse kicks in. Ball was moving when the kick was taken. That's the reason Makakula has to retake. And Puliso goes upfield hoping for a flick on for the men in blue. Istegwai. Good movement on the near side. Lovely touch from Mavuso. Eswatini with Mavuso. Well, he's knocked out of the chance to pass to that far side, and in the end, battles on here against the forest of opposition players. No toy for Eswatini. Yet another promising moment comes to nothing for them. Dlamini. Ball across. Touch too high from Mavuso. Couldn't get over it as he looked to put Eswatini into the lead again. But they are playing some good football here and are looking the side most likely to find the back of the net or Eswatini. Challenge. Eswatini continue to pile on the pressure here. Dlamini early with the ball in. Again, can't find the teammate. Well, they are giving their supporters moments of encouragement. Eswatini, just better decision making, better final ball in that final third on the attack could lead to a moment of joy for them. Kambule with the 1-2 with Mavuso. Kambule carries on pushing forward. Disappointing. Final delivery. Tell you what, the trio of Kambule, Mavuso, and Dlamini has really come to life for Eswatini here in the second half. They have been problematic. Mavuso is doing a good job of linking up with those two, either Kambule on the left or Dlamini on the right. Eswatini with the decision. I can tell you, as we get closer and closer to sunset, it is getting cooler and cooler in the way of the temperatures out there. With the wind, it is extremely cool now. It's a cool evening, or early or late afternoon, maybe I should say. So, Yannick. Nicely done on the steer side. The early ball forward will need to be dealt with here assertively by Botswana. It is.
Substitution by Botswana going out is
So, Botswana will be making a change here, and they're coming off.
Coming in is just 17 over 10 put.
Is how with a good start to the game here. It's faded somewhat here in the second half, and it's again Kuti that will come on in his place. Could be a chance here for Botswana. Well, could be a chance still for Botswana. Kuti just on the field in amongst those involved. Amongst the three of them, the only problem was they couldn't really find a yard for the shots. Free kick against the run then for sliding in with his both his stats showing dangerous play. Whether they connected with the ball or not. Now, it's on here, and Sunyani has been given a hard time here in the second half by Dlamini. Goes with safety first. That's what you want to get it rolling quickly. Now, Botswana stitch it together here as the ball is played in, and ball is presented the opportunity. Then the diving header from Courtesy straight into the arms of Makakula. So, dare I say, it didn't have enough power. The look of it, that header. First touch. We're looking for Gabule on the far side. Red by Josipula. That looks a good ball. Curling away from Gambule, however, favoring the young men from Botswana. Now, it's Sigwai. He's in a good half, Sigwai. Again, solid. Eswatini defensively. Dlamini fetches a run at Musonyan, combining once again with Mavuso. Sigwai gives some space and pushes on for Botswana. That's Sigwai. And that pass not at all then to find Tolwe. Now chance for yet another cross, arriving then with the header was Inosa. Well, nothing was wrong with the arrival, just didn't jump once he got there. So it came off the top of his head and went over. Botswana with a couple of crosses on that far side that have led to a couple of moments, but I'll tell you what, it's why that's making things happen for them. Wearing the number 6 jersey in the middle of the park, he really is having a stunning game, is Sikwai. And well, Eswatini now surviving a bit of a scare. They will be looking to make a change now, Eswatini, well, in the near future. But it's a halfway, they've had the better of it. Eswatini, they've created the moments, they just haven't scored. But Botswana will be happy with the moments they're beginning to create of their own. So, change made here by Botswana. And the man just on for them is Balakle with the number 10 jersey. Pull out for the corner. So, interesting times here. Balakle, the man just on, will take the corner. And, well, Eswatini will make yet another change here, as they are coming in thick and fast now in the later stages of this game. But first, it's Botswana with the corner. Entering it will be. Ooh, ball in towards that far post. And won't pose any problems. Now, ball into Mavuso. And the shot then, again, is too high. And not on target from Gambule.
Substitution by Eswatini coming out. It's just 19.
Now, things are happening here. Change being made here. And I don't think the crowd likes what they see here, the change that has been made. Kumalo makes way. On in his place is Urani Fuba. Next turn from Mavuso. Now, shots on the mark from Botswana. Miss Gabule. Return and once again the ball forward, not spot on for the frontline players. They took it up was Musorinyan. Good job to win it back in a good area here by Gabule. Sigwai. The rest of Sigwai again. That's the game he's had. He's been the one major positive for Botswana in this second half. Been getting stuck in here in the latter stages of this game. Well, he felt he was hot done by the Ngambule out on the far side. A trio up front that involves him and Mavuso and Dlamini as they continue to be a thorn on the side of Botswana. This game in the second half as the Nkayani United player. Nkayani United, I should say. Now, who is Gambule? What's left on? Against. Eswatini. Botswana will be making another change. Tiro will be coming off. Challenge. It's a player allowed to continue, so corner will be here for Eswatini. So Miguel Homo is the man that will be coming on here for Botswana. Wearing the number 7 on his back. Plays his club football for Cricket. Hold up. Now, so they come off the defender last. The answer is yes, another corner it will be. One of the substitutes here, Koba, with the opponent was that near post is well defended by Botswana had to be.
Substitution by Botswana. Coming out, just 13, Botseno Tiro.
So Tiro will now be making way, and the Homo will be coming on in his place. So Kamu comes on here with the clock working against both Eswatini and Botswana. There's a run. This is the set piece. Thought about taking it quickly and took a picture of it. Another player that's in a very good game here is the Eswatini captain, Billy. So defensively, Sekwai. Sensible defended. Makakula now. And he will go forward. I mean, he will keep chasing on this near side. Now, Eswatini, really go forward. Force for them here, Kuba. Can't find the yard, can't find the teammate either. Yes, Kuba. Coming up with the turn, he's gotten away from 3 in the end. The support forces him backwards. Now, something on here for Eswatini. Mavuso. Looking for Zamini. Keeper will beat him to it then. Posipula, quick with the release. Space to turn here for Sikwai. Always looking for the forward movement. Now, it's not that it happens. So do that. Then give it away to Sikwai. It's Botswana going forward once again. No, strength is pretty so defensively for Eswatini. The run. Cross is taken defensively then by Muteja. Early ball, yeah. No problems in getting it clear. That's what again battling to try and keep it moving in their favor. So here is Sikwai. Komu. One of the new men on the field doing too much on the ball. Could be problems because of that. Now, Lamini, ball in. Good ball! Oh, it's a lovely goal. It's a beautiful goal from Mavuso. We mentioned that trio up ahead. Lamini, this time, beautifully finding Mavuso, who flew at it with the volley on the far post. And Eswatini get what could very well be a winner. Beautiful assist from Lamini. Lovely work out on this near side. Thanks for Black Swallows. Tells the forward. It's a telling assist to Mavuso. Again, with the good finish. They had such a great second half. But that trio, Mavuso, Lamini, and Gambule, troublesome. They have been right from the early stages of the second half, and that's what they need to deserve the goal they have scored, really. A much better team in the second period. Now, 4 minutes will be added on to the end of this game. So, Group A coming up with a bit of late drama in closing out the day here. The home supporters getting exactly what they needed. In a goal from Mavuso that could very well be a late winning goal to give them the perfect start here and get the home support behind them in what will be an impressive win against Botswana. Now, last thing they need to do is make any errors defensively that could cost them. Eswatini led twice in this match, hoping to lead for the very last time. Now, crowd is very much involved in this game now, and enjoying the ending. It's just tense, and Botswana only looking to make things even more tense here. As this what they tidy up defensively, but again, well, there's the message: switch on. They will need to be at their very best on the defensive end here in seeing out the challenge that should come from Botswana here as they try and draw this match. Tell you what, it's been an impressive showing from Piniso in defense, the captain, right from the first half when it looked as though Botswana were the team that were having good moments. He was the one player that stood out, but second half, we've had improved showing from the likes of Mavuso and Dlamini. That's lovely work in midfield. The ball here, Kambule on the far side. They've beaten the offside trap. Hunters no. Well, there will be big celebrations at the end of this match once the final whistle goes, and there you go. It's Eswatini that, well, start off by picking up maximum points against Botswana in a game where Busonyane scored an own goal, and I do believe Makakula as well in the first half when Busonyane took the corner that led to him making up for his own goal. In the second half, Eswatini really came out and played the better football. And it's Dlamini, Mavuso, and Kambule, that trio up front that was troublesome for Botswana. It seemed a matter of time. It looked as though Eswatini was the most likely to score. But they eventually did. What a goal. What a creation from Dlamini. What a call in for the impressive finish from Mavuso and the home side. Then giving the crowd exactly what they needed. Then picking up maximum points in this encounter. Well, dramatic ending to what has been an impressive opening day here for these championships. And, well, this day has really given us good entertainment here between these two nations. As it is Eswatini to beat Botswana by a scoreline of 2-1.
Okay, tomorrow's pictures for tomorrow.
Derek Shiba, to be handed over by Mr. Derek Shiba, the CEO of Inyati Construction, to Theron, the captain of Botswana, who conceded that late goal to lose the encounter. That's why Theron isn't looking all too happy, looking at the overall situation. But as an individual, he does pick up the end of the match award in a match that ended in dramatic fashion.
Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.